Wall Street is set for a mostly higher open on Wednesday after a record close on Tuesday. Economic data and developments in Washington, D.C. are in the spotlight. Now, the Senate Budget Committee approved the Senate's tax plan, bringing the upper chamber closer to a floor vote on Thursday. Meanwhile, markets are gingerly shrugging off the latest in geopolitics. North Korea fired an intercontinental ballistic missile that landed in the Sea of Japan. President Donald Trump responded to the news, stating that they would take care of it. Now, this morning's U.S. economic data show that the economy grew by 3.3% in the third quarter. The increase in consumer spending came in at 2.3%. In the previous session, U.S. stocks closed at record highs. Shares in the bank's telecom services and diversified financial sectors jumped higher. 84% of S&P 500 constituents traded higher yesterday. Now, moving on to company news, AT&T and Time Warner filed a response to the Justice Department's objection to their planned merger. The companies say the proposed deal was pro-competitive as well as pro-consumer, and that the markets in which they participate in are highly competitive now and would remain so after the deal is completed. Separately, Autodesk announced a restructuring plan. The software maker will lay off about 13% of its workforce. The company also said it lost an adjusted 12 cents per share for its latest quarter, but revenue still topped forecasts. Let's take a look at overseas markets. Asian markets were mixed. The Nikkei gaining 0.5%, the Hang Seng off 0.2%, and South Korea's Kospi flat. Meanwhile, European indices are trading mostly higher today. Here in the U.S., the Dow Industrials are in the spotlight. A further advance is expected, and long positions above 23,725 are preferred, with targets at 23,930 and 24,000 in extension. As for the S&P 500, the upside prevails, and for the Nasdaq, the bias does remain bullish.